Just because people have lied to you in the past doesn't mean that they're lying now. And just because something seems crazy doesn't mean that it's not possible. It's such a beautiful thing to really stop and think about, because so many of us have things that have happened in our past, people who have lied to us, people who have given us a poor experience, whether it was a relationship or a job or a friend. And we have taken that story, constantly have it running in our head, and when new people and new situations come in, we can't help but wonder if it's going to end up the same way. And by even having that story running, we're then creating that being a possibility with this new, totally different person or situation. So it's something I really wanted to touch on, because there are so many things that we have built up in our mind as impossible because of 1 or 10 experiences that we've had that have shown us that they're not possible, or they're really difficult, or something like that. And yet, the more we allow that story to control us and to create our reality, that's exactly what it's doing. It's creating our reality. Even when the universe is sending us new people and new job opportunities and new health options, we're constantly going back to that old belief that was created by 1 situation or 2 or 10. We're confronted by the experience until we're willing to face off with it. I do this a lot. Anyway, so think about something that might connect with this subject for you. Were you cheated on? Were you lied to by a partner? Were you lied to by a job? Were you mistreated in some way? What is the experience that you constantly come back to and assume is going to repeat itself, perhaps because it already has a few times? And is that belief that you've created holding you back from trying and opening up to trying again? Because we're going to be hurt, we're going to be disappointed, and we are going to fail regardless of whether we try or we don't. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you've lived so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default. J.K. Rowling said that, the author of books that changed the world. A woman who did not let past experiences and being so broken down to the point where she was almost homeless and had no money and had a child to support, and all of those beliefs that could have kept her down there, she decided to believe in the possibility, in magic, and in getting up after you've failed or someone has failed you. Because otherwise, we might as well not even be here if we're not going to try to put ourselves out there to risk being seen. So if you've got a story like this, if you have had people or situations or opportunities come into your life that you have not jumped all over because you're being restricted by your stories, by those beliefs, by those lies that are in your mind, because you don't want to be hurt and you don't want to fail. I said no for a long time to all the things that ended up changing my life, and that's okay. But if you want to live up here, then you got to take a step and then another step. And if you fall, you get back up again, and we help each other. So if you've resonated with this video or you want to see any more, please subscribe. Hit that little button, the red one that says subscribe. Yes. And there's also this cool little bell symbol that you can also press, and then you'll get a notification every time I put a new video, so you don't even have to go and check if there's new ones. Shh, listen to the gecko in the background. But there will be new ones every 3 days. And if there's ever anything that you are struggling with or you want me to discuss on here, please reach out to me in the comments and I'll create something just for you.